everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is editor me actually for this one because I am trying my hardest to bring my videos down so they're a little bit smaller. So I've broken up the video that I've just recorded into my November budget and then my cash stuffing. So this is my November budget one where I'll be going through my budget and then how I have changed it up slightly for this month and counting the cash for my cash stuffing. And then this will then follow on to my cash stuffing video that will come out the following day, which will just be the stuffing part. So that way if somebody wants the stuffing part, they didn't have to go through the whole budgeting part. So thank you for watching. If you're a subscriber and you're coming back to view my channel, thank you so much. And if you are not a subscriber, you consider subscribing, that'd be fantastic. But if you can't subscribe because you're washing up right now and you've got water all over your hands and so on, because I know what I do, the same thing when I watch other people's videos, then not to worry. Just thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that as well. I love reading your comments and I love having your input. So if you want to make a comment, then please feel free to, and I'll do all I can to make sure I will comment or acknowledge each comment that's on there. So please enjoy the video of my budget and I will see you all soon. Welcome back to my channel, Budget with Sas. Today is, what day is it today? Today's Saturday. Sorry, I've been off and I never remember what the days is, what the days are. So yeah, so today's Saturday. My budget starts on a Saturday. I've just been to the bank, got out the extra cash. So this is my November budget. I've been on holiday. I went to Mallorca and it was absolutely beautiful. We had really good weather. It was really relaxing and it's just peace that I needed. So I feel like I'm all refreshed and I'm back and I'm ready this weekend to make some new savings challenges to put on my Etsy shop. Also going to try and find an easier way to make those dividers that I showed you in my previous video. So they can also go on the shop because I absolutely love them. They're really, really great. And also I will be uploading a few more products because I was going to upload them while I was on my trip, but the internet was really sketchy and they weren't uploading properly. So that is my job tomorrow, is upload the last of the products. Today I will be doing my November budget, which I've just changed it again, just because I keep making something that looks nice and try and find a budget, but it's not working. So I've gone back to paper and pen until I work out exactly what it is for me that I want to be showing before I make something, because I keep spending far too much time on it. So I've got pen and paper version of that, which I will get. This is my really old notepad. I've ripped so many pages out of it. But what I'm going to do, instead of showing my full salary, because some of it comes out on direct debits, then it comes out on my joint bills, I'm just going to put what's left. So after my direct debits and my joint bills, I have £540 left of my salary, which went in today. So from that 540, I've been filling in the holes where they will be stuffed today, and then later on I'll tick them off so I know that they're all included. Then when I get my child benefit, that will come in and then they will go where they need to be distributed. Then I'll tick them off. Any extra like child maintenance or anything I earn from the business will then be filled as well. So I've got my fixed expenses here, got my petrol. Let me just zoom in a bit. I don't think it will let me. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So here I got my fixed expenses. My petrol, which is £30 a week, so 150 because there's 5 in the month coming up until, so there's 5 Fridays because my budget starts on a Saturday. So £30. Spend's getting £20 a week. Crafts getting 10, just because I really want to work on what I've got. So it's £10 a week. However, if at the end of the week I haven't spent it, it has to stay in there because I do have a market on, I think it's the 24th. But it's a cheaper market, it's only £20, so I'll be making sure I keep it in there. I am going on a clean eating, so eating out, I say £5 because if I'm eating out, it's really going to be more like a coffee, or if I'm just grabbing a drink rather than actual physically takeaways or anything like that, eating out. So I'm giving myself £5 a week for that. Gifts has 60 because one of my really close cousins' birthdays this month, so I've got a few things. She does follow my channel, so I would share it with you, but she'll then see it. So yeah, so I'll be doing I'll be doing that gift for her in the next week or so, because her birthday's actually next week. So that'll be just for that gift. And then my daughter's pocket money at £5 a week starting from today. And then we've got the sinking funds, which is my normal sinking funds. And what I've done, like I said to you earlier, I have these dividers which I'm going to be putting in my shop, hopefully. So in these dividers, I've just quickly put through it and I went in date order, so then I could stuff those ones now. So it was, the first few on there was October, which was days out. Took £10 out because we went to the cinema, but I used my Tesco vouchers for the actual tickets. The £10 was just for extra food, so that went into bank. A days out will now be moved, I think, because no, actually I have got bonfire night, so we're going to need that for fireworks and stuff on that day, so that will be used on that. And then back to saving for Christmas, which will then pretty much be in November's one. So then my next one was Christmas, so I put money in for Christmas, so then I knew that that one was more important. And then January's car, so I put some money for car. So that's how I made sure I knew which ones to quickly do on my sinking funds first. And then savings challenges, I'll just zoom back in. So savings challenges, I've done a craft binder. However, that is a maybe. Sewing classes, because £55 because my actual first sewing class is Monday and I need to pay for 10 weeks up front. I've already got 75, so it was just the rest. Birthday got £5, £15 into my savings challenge, and then that should be all of my money. The only reason I say craft maybe is because I have £10 left in my wallet, so that £10 from what I'm going to be unstuffing. However, my daughter has just given me £5 in change that I can put in my savings challenge, so it might be £5 in there, and then £5 then was obviously paying her back for her change. So we'll just see at the end to make sure I haven't miscalculated. So that's kind of my quick budget this time round, and I'll keep doing this so I can fully understand which rows and stuff I need, and then I'll make myself a proper digital one that I can use every single month. So hopefully I'll be able to make a digital one to go on my iPad, or I'll make one that I physically can print out, and then maybe I can share it with you guys for free if I can figure out how to do that. But yeah, so that's my budget for this month, so £540. And even though I'll be doing it in January, I'll be really looking at my budget and how that is going to look like for my financial goals for next year. I already had a good look. So I put quite a lot of my salary into my joint account for our bills. Our bills are nowhere near the amount I put in there, but that is so then we can go on holidays and stuff like that, and the money is there ready for it, so we never really have to put it on credit cards and get into debt for holidays and so on. But we've just come back from a holiday and we realised how many trips and holidays we had this year, so we're going to really look at next year about reducing that, because it was just too much money. Which means we're going to really look at a savings account for our joint and really focus on what we're saving for together as a family. And then I'm going to look at how much I'm contributing to our joint, and I think I need to scale it back, just because things like my car, things like making sure that I have stuff in each of those sinking funds, because they're all really important to me. They're going to be really important next year on getting in control, especially for like car insurance and so on. So I really need to reevaluate how much I put into my joint account, which my partner said is absolutely fine. It was there as a treat, as in for our trips and holidays and stuff. So yeah, it needs to be scaled back so I can actually hit those financial goals. So yeah, so hopefully come January, there's gonna be a lot more stuff in. No, there will be, not hopefully, there will be a lot more stuff in. So here is £305. I have just double checked the count in. And then what I do is I unstuff from my monthly funds the amount of money that I have in bank. So this is every time I've used my card or credit card and so on. So I leave the rest of it in the bank so it's £235. £235 that I would have left in there for this. So let's just count what I've got in the bank. So it should be 235. Yeah, that makes the 540. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 35. Right. Okay. So just double check my maths. So I meant to have a bit of dust. Haven't been for 4 week. So I meant to have 540. So minus 305 took out the bank. These are 235 I have left in my bank wallet. So make sure they're all the right way around, which they are not. So I hope you're all doing well, and those of us that are from the south of England, I hope your half term's going well. I know half term can be stressful. It's where budgets go out the window because you're trying to keep them entertained, and when you were only meant to nip to the park, it became the park and the cafe and sweeties and parking that you didn't realise you had to pay. So I hope you're not worrying too much and stressing yourself out that your budget's gone off, because you can always fix it. Don't worry. As long as it's not thousands of pounds and your credit card is maxed for it, you'll be fine. But that used to be one of my worries. Oh no, half term's coming, and you try to budget, you try to plan, and it just never seems to work. Ever. It's the same as even before I had my daughter, and I would plan some time off. I'd be like, well, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to overspend. And then the moment I've got spare time, I feel like I just like to waste money. That's just how it is for me all the time. Anyway, on a tangent, like I said, I hope you're still enjoying your time anyway. So food, we did a bit different this month. I got all 600 out. Well, sort of. I am on it with the eating clean, cutting down our takeaways. They were ridiculous last month. And I really, really need to hone into it. I need to feel healthy. If I really want budget with Sas's Etsy to work, I need to give more time to it. If I want my website to work, I need to give more time to that. And right now I'm so tired, which I think is more from what I'm eating rather than physically tired. So food is definitely getting done. So what I did is I went to Costco's and I did a bulk of meat, because meat is where the biggest part of my budget is every single month. And I also bulk bought things that only seem to be good when they're on offer. And recently when I go into Tesco's, because that is just the shop that I go to, the Aldi around my area is just always out of everything. So I go to Tesco's. All right, sorry, my partner came in. So food is the major thing. So what I did is I went through Tesco's groceries on the things that I usually buy, which I usually cook everything from scratch. So I don't buy jars of like sauces or anything like that. So it was just like the meat, fish. Fish has been really expensive lately, especially like prawns and salmon. So the meat, the fish and stuff, I went onto the groceries and then found out how much they were per kilo before I went to Costco's, because if it's not a better deal, then I won't be buying them in bulk in Costco's. So I went and I actually did, I'll quickly show you. Sorry, this is not stuffing. However, if any of you are trying to figure out, is bulk buying worth it? And if you've got a budget like mine where you get it all at once, a large budget, it's not like per week, or you save, like I know some people have one that says for Costco. So what I did is I just went through the things that I buy the most, and then I got them per kilo. So chicken breasts, the ones that I usually buy, the ones that are in a larger packet, work out $6.47 per kilo. Even in the biggest packets, they're usually about £10 with more chicken in it, they were still only like £6 per kilo, or no, £6 something per kilo. Well, I got them at $5.59 in Costco per kilo, massive bucket of them. And also Costco's chicken isn't as watery. So I find with Tesco's ones, when you cook it, you got like tons of water, where Costco's isn't. So it's actually tastes better as well. Salmon, it was so expensive in Tesco's. I got the salmon for about £11 per kilo. No, it was less than that. It was a lot less. I didn't go through the receipt because I just had this while I was in Costco. But I think the main one, which isn't actually food, was foil. So I try not to use too much foil anyway, but I use it when I'm doing steaks or covering stuff and so on. But I got a really good deal on foil in there, which saved me something like £40 over the duration of this pack. So yeah, so I'm trying to find some cheaper way. So I did spend a lot of money in Costco. It's like £360 on stock, but we have an extra freezer. So all the meat has been bagged up in portions for me to use, all in the freezer. It's great. So and then I also went shopping in Tesco's for the things that weren't cheaper in Costco's that we needed. So we've actually got enough food now, meat wise, to last us at least 2 months, if not a little bit longer. And then we bought things like laundry tablets and stuff like that, which was a lot cheaper, and things like foil that actually is going to last me a year rather than a few months. Bought some more of those type of things, so hopefully this is going to work out better. So yeah, so I've got about £200 and something left for the rest of the month, so about £60 a week, but it's literally for fruit and vegetables, bread and milk. That's it. I have all the meals, everything all planned and prepped. So that's going to be my new little task, to try and do a little bit more food prep and save some money. Hi guys, Edit and me back again. So that was my November budget and a little bit about my food shopping, what I've been doing with that and how much I have left on there. So hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit of an essence on how I'm preparing for November. And then I will do the cash stuff in my next video. So thank you all for joining me today, and I will see you on my next video for my first week of November's cash stuffing. So hope you have a fantastic week, and I will speak to you very, very soon. See you later.